Whew, depression, what a topic. It has been on my mind for the last 3 days because I'm making videos about it and writing in my journal and thinking about what it brought to my life, like when it showed up and why, and it gave me this like a little bit spark of idea that what about we perceive depression as this big disease that it's touching a lot of people and it's very dark and sad and it's bringing all of us very to our lowest point in our lives usually. And yeah, it's a part of it, but maybe it's not a disease. Maybe it's our body and our consciousness telling us something that in our life something maybe is out of the line, the life around us doesn't match what we're supposed to do in this life right now. So it gave me this idea, and I start thinking about all the episodes I have with depression. But going back to my first one, when I moved to college to US, far away from my home country, when I was detached and far away from all my friends from Poland and all the surroundings and being comfortable, warm and loved by everyone, I was there by myself. And on top of that, I smoked a lot of weed. So with that combination, I went to like over a year of depression, and yeah, it was very sad and dark, and as everyone else thinks it's going to be forever, but it passed sooner or later. And now when I'm looking at it, what happened after was I actually managed to be happy by myself, that I realized that I don't need all my friends around me. Of course, it is important, but I don't need them in my life to be happy. I find more happiness in myself, what I can do in life and what I'm doing and who I am a little bit. It was a long journey from there. I was very young. And yeah, on top of that, of course, I noticed that weed is not for me, so I stopped smoking. That was a good point. And yeah, so and then I dwove on even last year episode that I had for lasted like 6 7 months or 8, something like that. And it showed me that another layer of people that I was surrounding by, they only care about me when I was super happy, enthusiastic, full of energy, outgoing, and doing all the stuff that brings joy to everyone else. And as soon as I went down to this depression episode of mine, like no one even reached to me. No one even noticed that I'm not there. Not just a little bit sad, to be honest. And I realized that this is another layer of people that I don't need in my life. So for the last 2 years, I've been detaching from different layers of my surroundings and people in my life. And I think that was the last layer that I had. And as soon as I did this, I found even more happiness in myself and being honest, what I really like in, like what brings me joy in my life. And as soon as I did this, I made so much space inside of me for getting open up my heart and bringing lots of joy and gratitude of the whole universe to me. And man, with this layer and one layer before, so like last 2 years, I've been receiving and meeting such a beautiful humans, and it's just so incredible. They're all full of joy, happiness, and authenticity. They ask me how I am. They care what I say. Then they love to talk, and they actually love who I am. And then those are kind of real friends that I need in my life. So yeah, so maybe I have this idea. Maybe depression is not this big disease that whole words put it on it as it is, but maybe it's us, inside us, our consciousness and our intuition all melted together with our love for ourselves is showing us that, hey, something is out of the line in your life. Yeah, so that idea, it's a nice idea. What do you think? Maybe it's just an idea. Maybe I'm into something. Let me know.